Hello, welcome. Thank you for joining us on this edition of News 2. I'm Sandra Gumansing. In the wake of Hurricane Matthew, more and more community organizations are pitching in to help the thousands left in at-risk conditions in Haiti. Rotary clubs in the VI are also doing their share, collecting monetary donations for the cause. Their district governor is in the territory and shared their efforts to help lift up the Haitian community. News 2's April Knight has more.
When Hurricane Matthew ravaged the southwest portion of Haiti, Rotary International was already on the ground.
Hurricane Matthew went through Haiti, the southwest part of it. We had boots on the ground. Already.
Haresh Ramchandani is this year's district governor for Rotary District 7020. The district covers some 10 Caribbean nations and territories, including all the chapters in the U.S. Virgin Islands. According to Ramchandani, they've been fundraising for Haiti since the disaster struck.
This is an effort that's been going on as we speak. Work is going on over there. We've been raising funds by asking people to contribute. And what I can tell you is that 100% of whatever we're receiving in contributions are going to actually impact those in the communities that have been affected.
According to Rotary, they've raised about $50,000 so far since Hurricane Matthew struck. And while other local organizations are accepting donations in kind, Rotary says they're sticking to cash, and they have an interesting premise.
The southwest peninsula of Haiti got affected.
Yeah.
But Haiti is fine. The rest of it, this capital is fine. They have supplies. We have inquired that on the ground. Roofing materials are there. The filters are there. They have those things in place. Now, if we provide all of these things in kind and send it by containers, we are in effect killing the local economy.
The monetary collection is ongoing, and this Rotary district hopes to make a dent in the devastation currently experienced by thousands of Haitians.
There is a lot of needs in Haiti right now. Over 1,000 families lost their home in just that area that we're looking at. There are other communities that we don't have a Rotary presence, so we're not able to reach those. We're hoping other relief organizations might be able to help those communities. But the areas that we have, I'm saying this is going to be going on for months.
Reporting for News 2, I'm April Knight.
Now, if you wish to contribute to Rotary's Haiti collection effort, you can call their disaster chairperson, Jacqueline Heiliger, at 340-277-3201. Meanwhile, Haiti relief efforts from the team at Tutu Park Mall continues. They say they received a load of sheets, pillowcases, pillows, and more. Compliments of the Westin on St. John, and Virgin Water donated cases and cases of water. The trailer remains stationed at Tutu Park Mall until Thursday, next Thursday, from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. thanks to the efforts of Kappa, Smith Bay, East End Rotary, Sleepy's Trucking. Now, they are still looking for volunteers to help load the trailer. Now, in some of those pictures, you'll see Oli Ledi, the talented blind accordion player who happily assisted, lended a hand in loading the trailer. Relief efforts continue at Foster Plaza, East End Lumber from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. as well. In last night's presidential debate, Republican nominee Donald Trump said he was at Little Haiti the other day in Florida, and he said, "I want to tell you they hate the Clintons because what's happened in Haiti with the Clinton Foundation is a disgrace. And you know it, and they know it, and everybody knows it." That was a direct statement. Republican vice presidential candidate Mike Pence recently revealed State Department emails prove how the Clinton Foundation donors cashed in on their political connections. No evidence as of yet to report of that. Meanwhile, the rising threat of cholera is shaping every aspect of the humanitarian response to Hurricane Matthew. Already, the suspected number of cholera cases in Haiti appears to be rising. From October 4th to the 13th, there were about 1,116 cases, but from October 2nd to the 15th, new figures showed that number had jumped to 1,351. And organizations say rebuilding Haiti's already fragile water and health systems is an urgent priority. An estimated 1.25 million Haitians, including 500,000 children, now require clean water and adequate sanitation to help prevent the spread of diseases. New partnerships between the Haitian government and nonprofits, as well as a new UN funding initiative, are now taking form. Well, did you participate in the national Shakeout today? FITEMA participated by testing the broadcast emergency alert system. At 10:20 a.m. today, they ran an emergency alert system test across participating broadcast stations, which included recognizing today as the day of National Shakeout earthquake drill by practicing these 3 basic steps: drop, cover, and hold. It is part of the world's largest earthquake drill, and it's organized in more than 40 U.S. states and several countries. For the USVI, 3,000 people registered online to participate in the Shakeout drill, which included schools, businesses, individuals, families, and government agencies. Charlotte Amalie High School and Lockhart Elementary School also registered to participate, along with Gift Hill and St. John. WAPA has terminated both a power purchase agreement and an interconnection agreement with Tabbar Energy after the company was unable to secure financing. The project called for the biomass energy company to operate a power plant and agricultural program on St. Croix. WAPA's executive director, CEO Julio Reimer Sr. said Thursday that the terminations resulted from Tabbar's inability to fulfill the terms and conditions of its agreement with WAPA. In correspondence dated October 5th, counsel for WAPA served notice of the termination, citing the company's failure to provide evidence of its capacity to secure funding for the project. The termination followed a 30-day period provided to Tabbar. WAPA, with the approval of the Public Services Commission, entered into the 25-year agreements with Tabbar Energy with an effective date of July 28, 2013. The Commission's approval followed Tabbar's application to be designated as a qualified facility pursuant to the Cogeneration and Small Power Production Act. On the terms of the now terminated agreements, Tabbar was to generate 7 megawatts of power for the St. Croix grid from a facility on a 70-acre parcel east of the Anguilla landfill. The facility was to run on biofuels. As we continue our breast cancer awareness, of course, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and following tradition, a few organizations in the territory have set up their annual events to campaign for greater awareness of the deadly illness. On Sunday, walk-runs are slated on both St. Thomas and St. Croix, and at least one company is pledging extra donations for each of its employees who decide to join. NEWS2's April Knight has more.
The annual Breast Cancer Awareness Walk Run on St. Thomas has been going on for 18 years now, and local teacher and runner Therese Hodge has been there from the beginning. This year, she's urging the community to join them once again on Sunday for another walk run that aims to spread awareness about breast cancer.
The event is going to be hosted at the Havenside Mall. We are starting at the head of the Waco dock. It's a 2-mile walk or run. It is going to be open to everybody.
It's a fundraiser, and the proceeds go to the American Cancer Society. On St. Croix, they're also holding the Making Strides Against Cancer event with a similar goal.
The funds raised will go towards women who have breast cancer. If an individual needs to have a mammogram, be it a screening mammogram or a diagnostic mammogram, the funds that are utilized comes from what is raised during Making Strides Against Breast Cancer.
For all of these organizations celebrating breast cancer awareness, the more people joining in, the better.
We're urging everyone in the community to come out and support this cause. As we know, the Virgin Islands has a high rate of cancer going around, not only for the female, but also for we the men.
Innovative is one of the companies encouraging its employees to participate. The company is, in fact, making a pledge to donate $25 for every Innovative employee who joins these events.
But more importantly, I would like to say that today we are really issuing a challenge to other organizations, government agencies, and private sector organizations to come out and support. All of us have been in situations where we have supported family members, friends, co-workers who have struggled with cancer, and this is a great way for us to participate.
Reporting for NEWS2, I'm April Knight.
Now in St. Thomas, you can register for these events at Caribbean Surf locations on the island or at American Cancer Society offices. Cancer Support VI, sponsored by International Capital and Management Company, they're announcing their next free lecture presented by Reverend Dr. George Franklin, inspirational messenger of love, motivational speaker and speaking coach, certified trainer and master teacher. Now he will speak on giving your health a faith lift. This free lecture will be held from 12 noon to 1 p.m. on Wednesday, November 2nd at the Kimmelman Cancer Institute on the second floor in the Medical Auditorium. The mission of Cancer Support VI is to provide support, education, information, and assistance to people living with cancer and their families and friends. Here are some election reminders. The St. Thomas St. John District Board of Elections has successfully conducted the testing of the Automark and the DS200 machines, which was utilized during the early voting process yesterday, Wednesday, October 19th, at the St. Thomas Elections Office. Also, early voting is scheduled to begin on Saturday, October 22nd, just a reminder, and conclude on Monday, October 31st from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. If you have any questions, you can call the St. Thomas Elections Office at 340-774-3107. The final presidential debate of the 2016 election season is in the books, and one major moment from last night's showdown between Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton continues to make waves today. Steve Nannes has more on what may happen after the race is called.
Bottom line, we're going to win.
Donald Trump is doubling down, promising to accept the results of the November 8th election under one condition.
And I will totally accept the results of this great and historic presidential election if I win.
At Wednesday's debate, it was this that left many observers stunned.
Do you make the same commitment that you will absolutely, sir, that you will absolutely accept the result of this election?
I will look at it at the time. I'm not looking at anything now.
On Thursday, Trump's campaign manager, Kellyanne Conway, tried to clarify his comments.
He will respect the results of the election, but everybody, including Al Gore in 2000, waits to see what those election results are.
The move will put many down-ballot Republicans in close races in a tight spot. Arizona Senator John McCain, a former nominee himself, released a statement saying, in part, in every previous election, the loser congratulates the winner and calls them my president. That's not just the Republican way or the Democratic way, it's the American way. Trump says he wants to leave all options on the table.
Of course, I would accept a clear election result, but I would also reserve my right to contest or file a legal challenge in the case of a questionable result.
With less than 3 weeks to go, Trump appears content to finish his campaign on his terms. In Washington, I'm Steve Nannes.
Keeping our eye on the economy, effective immediately, the BVI Post says they will no longer be accepting any Samsung Galaxy Note 7 devices for shipment via parcels, e-zone, or Amerijet services. Our neighbor says, Postmaster General says, Ms. Pasha Stout, she said that decision was made to maintain compliance with the Federal Aviation Authority in the United States and the country's Department of Transport's institutional ban on all Samsung Galaxy Note 7 devices from air transport. The public is also advised that the government of the Virgin Islands, through the BVI Post, will not be held liable for any losses, damages, or seizures of these devices by persons who fail to comply. Here's a look at the stock market watch at the New York Stock Exchange. According to the numbers there, everything down. The Dow down 40, NASDAQ 4, S&P 500 down 2. Coming up on News 2, National School Bus Safety Week tips, and get your pen and paper out. We have your winning lottery numbers. That's coming up next. Welcome back. We continue to recognize October 17th to the 21st as National School Bus Safety Week. And as Halloween nears, the Department of Education is reminding students and the community that throwing food or other items at or from school buses is strictly prohibited. Bus service may be suspended to any area if the safety of students, bus drivers, or school buses is threatened due to Halloween pranks. Here's more.
that's a danger. You can have so many things happening. You could break the glasses, windows, and so forth, and then we have shattering, so that children can get hurt, whether inside or outside of the bus. We also have them throwing from in the bus outside. I mean, like, to get even. We're asking that we don't do that. We're trying to put a stop to it, and we have police escorts in some areas where it's real bad. So we're kind of encouraging or asking for the parents to check the children's bags around this time, Halloween time. Check their bags. Make sure that they don't have anything that could become missiles to throw at our school buses.
Antilles schools, toddlers, ELC, pre-K through kindergarten and first grade classes, they celebrated Fire Prevention Week on Wednesday with a visit from the VI Fire Services. Firefighters Diego Lima, Patricia Benjamin, and Sharifa Malone, they joined Corporals Jeffrey Joseph, Edwin Danette, and Jeffrey Sibley on campus to talk about the features of a fire truck, what to do in a fire, and how firefighters help save lives. Students also got a chance to climb into that fire truck and speak with firefighters about the sights and sounds of the vehicle, like the horn. And they certainly enjoyed it. McHappy Day is Friday, November 18th, and the launch of McDonald's McHappy Day was held at the local nonprofit agency servicing VI youth called My Brother's Workshop. The agency has helped hundreds of at-risk and high-risk Virgin Islands youth, keeping them off the streets through vocational training and counseling programs. Professional boxer and chef Julius Jackson kicked off that campaign by purchasing the first helping hand. So between now and November 18th, you can purchase a hand, and on the big day, buy a Big Mac. Arcos Dorados is donating 100% of the Big Mac proceeds to My Brother's Workshop. You can visit both St. Thomas and St. Croix. Here's more.
In celebration of our annual fundraiser, where our restaurants will promote the organization's cause and mission to serve the communities of St. Thomas and St. Croix, engaging in youth training and mentorship programs. It is an important way to call attention to the needs of the communities where we operate. This effort is held simultaneously at the participating restaurants in 20 countries in Latin America.
We originally started basically in the street in the back of a truck, and then the St. Thomas Reformed Church became partners with us and helped us, supported us a lot and got us started, and they still support us to this day. They're a key part of what we do, and we have a lot of support from the community, and now one of our favorite partners, McDonald's Corporation, they stepped up and made a lot of things happen for the kids in the community. So we're very thankful for that.
World Polio Day is coming up on Monday, October 24th. The recognition was established by Rotary International over a decade ago to commemorate the birth of Jonas Salk, who led the first team of scientists who searched for a cure to the illness. Rotary District 720's District Governor Haresh Ramchandani reflected on Rotary fight to end polio worldwide. Here's more.
The main push has been the eradication of polio across the face of the earth. They partnered with the World Health Organization, the CDC, Center for Disease Control, UNICEF, and the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation more recently. And we are this close to eradicating polio. There are only 3 countries left: Afghanistan, Pakistan, and Nigeria more recently had an outbreak. And we're committed to getting the job done. We really believe this year could be the year. And I think with the partnerships that I just mentioned and the dedication and the efforts of the Rotarians, we really think we will see a world that is polio-free very soon.
The VI Department of Health is happy to announce the return of clinical services to the residents of St. John, and the public is invited to an open house in St. John, which will be held in the Franklin D. Powell Park next to the Morris de Castro Clinic on November 3rd. From 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. You can find out about all the services the Department of Health has to offer: free flu shots, the Chronic Disease Prevention Program, Maternal Child Health Program, Family Partnership for Pregnant Women, the Women's Health and Family Planning, and Mental Health Program. They will all be there providing additional services on, again, Thursday, November 3rd. Crown Bay Center has partnered with the Department of Health as well to sponsor a community health fair, and that's on Friday, October 28th, from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Crown-based Center on St. Thomas. Free health screenings and other services to be provided, including some of them right there: influenza, flu vaccinations. You can bring your Medicare and immunization cards, blood pressure checks, blood glucose, cholesterol, breast examinations, healthy lifestyle information, treats for children, and refreshments for the entire family. Some services are only available from 9 a.m. to noon. Be sure to encourage your coworkers, friends, and family to come out and take advantage of the free health screenings being provided. BVI Lottery presented the ticket drawn earlier today in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. They utilized the color pink in support of women who are fighting breast cancer. And they remind everyone that early detection is the best prevention. Meanwhile, here are the winning numbers.
The BVI Lottery presents draw results of today's drawing on NEWS2. Here are the top prizes. Fifth prize for $20,000, 1773. 1773. Fourth prize for $30,000, 31696. 31696. Third prize for $40,000, 8245. 8245. Second prize for $65,000, 27633. 27633. And the grand prize winning number for $175,000 is 16090. 16090. If your ticket number wasn't called, keep trying. One of these days, your number could win. The next drawing is November 3rd. Play the BVI Lottery and imagine the possibilities.
Well, good luck as you check those tickets. Stick around. Your News 2 AccuWeather forecast comes your way next.
Activity across the Central Caribbean, but it has been just off to our west throughout the day today. Satellite picture shows clouds from south of Hispaniola all the way up into the central Atlantic back towards the Bahamas. You can kind of get a feel for a little counterclockwise swirl to the center of those clouds. It's an upper level low that may become Tropical Storm Otto here in the next couple of days. Whether it's named or not, main impacts from the system going to stay well off to our north, but it certainly has a lot of rich tropical moisture to work with. What you're looking at here is the water vapor imagery. Moisture shown here in areas of whites and green. Areas of orange, that's very dry air, and you can get a feel for that counterclockwise spin. Center of the storm just to the north of the Bahamas, but look at this trail of moisture across the eastern Dominican Republic into Puerto Rico. It stretches all the way back across Central America and even into the eastern Pacific. So some really juicy stuff here. Luckily, the worst of it has been off to our west for the day today. There could be a shower or storm that does spark up because of that area of low pressure in the vicinity. We totally can't rule out a shower or storm the next couple of afternoons. Partly cloudy for tonight, maybe a shower or two, but again, the worst of it off to the west for tonight with temperatures in the lower 80s. Highs will stay seasonably warm throughout the day Friday, near 90 in St. John, partly sunny, with again a few showers, the bulk of which will still be off to the west and to the north. Partly sunny in St. Thomas, high 89 degrees. Mix of clouds and sun for St. Croix as well, where we'll have to watch out for that stray shower. Temperatures will be in the upper 80s. No advisories for coastal waters along the Atlantic side, but once you get out into the open waters, there will be a small craft advisory, waves about 3 to 5 feet. On the Caribbean side, things are a little bit quieter, waves about 2 to 4 feet with a southeasterly breeze. The extended forecast still has a chance for a shower or thunderstorm, really each of the next couple of days, but we should finally start to settle into more of a trade wind pattern after Sunday afternoon. Sandy, back to you.
Thanks for that. Let's take a look at our News 2 weather picture there by Joey Swanson of Ricardo Richards Elementary School. Nice and basic, sunshine, clouds, and beautiful, nice scenery there. Joey, thank you for that. Send us your News 2 weather picture to News 2. The address right there on the screen. Be sure to include all that we need and tune in to see it right here on News 2. That is all for now. Thank you for joining us. I'm Sandra Gumansing. We will see you next time. Have a wonderful evening.